The story takes place in a remote forest area of Canada, where we meet Jackie and Jules, a married lesbian couple. They arrive at Jackie's old family house by a quiet, beautiful lakeside to celebrate their wedding anniversary. The surroundings are peaceful, and Jules instantly falls in love with it, feeling truly happy to be there. While exploring the house, Jules notices that Jackie has stepped outside. She finds her standing near a boathouse, lost in thought. When Jules asks what's wrong, Jackie avoids the question and gives no real answer. Later that night, after dinner, Jackie plays the guitar for Jules. She begins to sing a song with lyrics that say something like, "There's a demon inside, blood, let it out." Interestingly, this song was written and performed specifically for the film by Canadian artist Kathleen Monroe. Jules doesn't enjoy the song. It feels unsettling, so she takes the guitar away, trying to lighten the mood. The two get close and begin to share a tender moment, but suddenly they hear a car stopping outside. Jules gets frightened. Who would come here this late at night? There are no nearby houses or people around. Jackie decides to step outside to check who it is. The late-night visitor turned out to be Sarah, Jackie's childhood friend. She was surprised to see Jackie after so many years. When Jackie asked why she came so late, Sarah said she saw the cabin lights on and got curious. But then Sarah called Jackie by another name, Megan. That instantly made Jules suspicious. She sensed Jackie was hiding something. Jules asked Sarah if she lived nearby, and Sarah replied that her house was across the lake. After a brief talk, Sarah left. Later, Jules confronted Jackie, upset about the name. The next morning, Jules went for a walk in the woods, still thinking about it. Near the lake, she found a small boat marked with strange carvings. While she was looking, Jackie showed up and invited her for a ride. On the lake, Jackie finally confessed she'd changed her name after realizing she was gay, wanting a fresh start and a new identity. Though Jules still felt hurt, Jackie gave her a locket with their picture inside. Seeing it, Jules's anger slowly faded. After returning, the two practiced shooting. Jules struggled to hit the target, but when Jackie took the gun, she hit every mark perfectly, surprising Jules. Jackie explained that she used to go hunting with her father as a kid. One summer, he took her and her friend Jenny along, giving Jackie a gun and sending her to hunt alone. That's when a bear appeared. Thinking she would die, Jackie shot it. The bullet hit, but didn't end it instantly. She had to watch it struggle for 20 minutes before it passed away, because her gun had jammed. Her father then gave her a knife and said, "You only kill what keeps you alive." When Jules asked what that meant, Jackie replied, "We used that bear all winter. Nothing went to waste." The next morning, Jules woke up alone. Jackie had gone to town for supplies. Feeling lonely, Jules took a boat to visit Sarah and her husband Daniel across the lake. They greeted her kindly. While Sarah fetched water, Jules noticed a photo on a shelf showing Jackie, Sarah, and a girl named Jenny, the same Jenny Jackie had mentioned before. Sarah found it strange that Jackie never told Jules much about her, especially since Jenny had died years ago, which was hard for everyone. This became the second secret Jules discovered, deepening her suspicion. The next day, during a forest walk, Jules stayed distant. When Jackie asked why, Jules confronted her about Jenny. Jackie broke down, saying Jenny had once challenged her to swim across the lake. They started together, but halfway across, Jenny vanished. Jackie searched, but couldn't find her. 2 days later, rescuers found Jenny's body. Jackie told Jules that after Jenny's death, the police had questioned her but found no proof against her. Still, everyone believed she was guilty. Jackie grew emotional, saying she could never harm Jenny. She was her closest friend. Feeling guilty for doubting her, Jules hugged her to comfort her. Later, Jackie took Jules to a nearby cliff, saying it was her favorite spot. The view was stunning, endless trees and a calm lake below. While Jules admired the scenery, Jackie suddenly ran toward her and pushed her off the cliff. Jules fell straight down. Jackie calmly walked to the edge and looked down. Jules lay still after falling from a great height. There was no fear or regret in Jackie's eyes, only coldness. It was a shocking reveal that she wasn't kind at all, but a ruthless, calculated killer. Everything was clearly pre-planned. Jackie had brought Jules there to end her, though the reason was still unknown. Back home, Jackie showed no panic. She burned her torn shirt, ripped during the push, then cried deliberately to make it look like an accident before calling the police. But before doing that, she returned to the cliff to check Jules's body. To her shock, Jules was gone. Only the locket Jackie had given her remained, meaning Jules was still alive. Jackie didn't seem worried. Finding Jules wouldn't be hard for her. Meanwhile, Jules was barely alive, struggling through the woods. What had happened in the past hour felt like a nightmare she desperately wanted to wake from. Her shoulder was dislocated, but using her medical experience, she forced it back into place despite the pain. Every bone in her body ached, and she couldn't decide what hurt more, her broken body or her broken heart, knowing the woman she loved had tried to kill her. Confused and dizzy, she hid behind a large rock to rest, crying as she tried to understand why this had happened. Then she heard Jackie's voice, crying out her name, pretending to be sorry. "I made a mistake. I don't know why I did this." At first, Jules almost believed her and peeked out to see, but what she saw shocked her. Jackie's tears were fake. She was still hunting her, showing no sign of guilt or love. To Jackie, Jules was nothing but prey. Realizing this, Jules's last bit of hope vanished. She cried silently, but knew she had to survive. That night, Jackie kept searching the forest, determined to find and end her. Jules, exhausted and in pain, was about to fall asleep when she suddenly heard Jackie's voice nearby, now cold and threatening. "I know this forest well," Jackie said. "I'll find you. It's only a matter of time." Jules covered her mouth to stay silent as rain began to pour. Jackie eventually left, but Jules had to spend the entire night alone in the forest. The next morning, Jackie took her insulin shot, she was diabetic, then armed herself like a hunter and went back into the woods. Meanwhile, Jules, weak and bleeding, found a bit of water to drink. She'd lost a lot of energy but kept moving, determined to live. While Jackie was still searching the forest, Jules reached their cabin, though she didn't really know the way. Inside, she desperately looked for a phone, but there was none, no signal, no internet, nothing. She found some medicine and a sewing kit, which she used to treat and stitch her wounds as best as she could. Later, Jackie returned home and quickly realized Jules had been there. By then, Jules had already taken the boat and was heading across the lake toward Sarah's house, hoping for help. But Jackie spotted her. She quickly took another boat and chased after her. In the middle of the lake, she finally caught up to Jules. Jules tried desperately to escape, paddling and struggling with all her strength, but she was too weak and badly injured to fight back. Just then, Daniel spotted them on the lake and called out, asking if everything was all right. They were too far for him to notice Jules's injuries. Jackie calmly replied that Jules wasn't feeling well and that they were heading back home. Jackie quietly warned Jules not to say a word, or she'd regret it. But Jules took a risk and shouted to invite Sarah and Daniel for dinner that evening. Jackie was furious but couldn't react yet. Her intentions were now clear. She only wanted to finish Jules. Back home, Jackie bathed Jules to wash away the stains and make sure Sarah and Daniel wouldn't suspect anything. Jules told her, "When they come, I'll scream for help." Jackie glared and threatened, "If you do, I'll kill them all." To prove her point, she held Jules under the bathtub water, terrifying her. Later, as they waited for the guests, Jules finally broke down, pleading with Jackie to stop. She told her she was sick, that she needed help, promising to stay if only she would end this madness. But Jackie didn't listen. Instead, she drifted into a calm monologue about her first wife, Erica, and that's when the horror settled in. Jules realized Jackie had done all of this before. Jules understood everything now. Jackie planned to end her for the life insurance payout. Moments later, the guests arrived, Sarah and Daniel. Jackie greeted them warmly, acting perfectly normal. Sarah had never liked Jackie. She probably suspected Jackie after Jenny's death, but she came because of Jules. Jackie watched Jules closely during the dinner. After some time, Jules couldn't stay silent and told Sarah everything. Jackie had already seen this while she was with Daniel. Sarah told Daniel to run. Before they could act, Jackie attacked Daniel, targeting his neck, then chased Sarah and attacked her, leading to her end. The violence was sudden. Jules froze in shock. Jackie showed no fear or remorse. She stayed calm, even with a steady pulse. She arranged the bodies and told Jules it was Jules who had killed them, not her. Jackie cleaned the house thoroughly, removing evidence with the skill of someone who had done this before. This made it clear Jackie was a psychopath. She even fed Jules so an eventual autopsy wouldn't raise suspicion. Jules begged and tried to change Jackie's mind, but Jackie didn't care. Jules had a plan. She had hidden a dart earlier. Seizing a chance, she used it to attack Jackie and then ran. Jackie chased Jules to a hill where she planned to finish her, but before Jackie could end her, she suddenly fainted. Jules crept closer and, seeing Jackie's face, couldn't believe this was the woman she'd loved. She didn't kill her. Instead, Jules ran to the car and drove away. But something made her turn back. Returning to the house with a knife, Jules searched for Jackie. When Jackie didn't appear, Jules grabbed a gun and a plan. She turned on loud music to draw Jackie back. As soon as Jackie stepped inside, Jules pointed the gun at her head. Jackie stayed calm and said coldly, "If you pull that trigger, you'll only hurt yourself. This gun is old. The bullet will jam and backfire." Jackie tried to confuse her, yet Jules fired. Jackie managed to save herself and ran upstairs. The audience only sees Jackie come down again, so it appears Jackie knocked Jules out and then threw her off the same cliff earlier. Jackie then staged the scene at home to make it look accidental. She calmly told a fake story to the police, took her insulin dose, and prepared to leave. But on a laptop, she found a recorded video message from Jules. In the final video message, "If you're watching this, it means I am no longer here. But you won't escape either." She reveals that she had mixed hydrogen peroxide into Jackie's insulin, a chemical that causes blood clots. When that clot reaches your brain, you'll have a stroke, and there'll be no way to save yourself. I wish I could see your face right now. Moments later, Jackie starts gasping for air. Panic sets in as she realizes she's dying. Stumbling out into the forest, she begins hallucinating, seeing the same bear she once shot as a child. The memory flashes before her eyes as she runs in terror. Then, the stroke hits. Jackie collapses to the ground, convulsing and fighting for breath, dying just like that bear once did. In the final shot, we see Jules lying motionless, appearing dead. But then it looks like Jules takes a breath, and the movie ends there.